All right. Hey, everyone. So tonight, first thing I wanted to talk about is Fit Club. Fit Club is going to be on February 25th at the Seaford Methodist Church. It's at 7 o'clock, and Patty is creating the advertisement for that. So you can invite as many people as you would like. Tell them to bring a friend. We're going to do a workout, and then we're going to do Shakeology. We always do at least one or two success stories before we start. And it costs us $90 to get the room for the night. So any coach that...
Oh, no. I negotiated.
Oh.
We're down to 80 now.
Okay, we're down to 80.
There you
Awesome. So any coach that invites people, so basically any coach that comes, okay? So any coach, let's do it as that. Any coach that comes, whether people come or not from your invitation, but we're all gonna do a pool, we're gonna divide it. So just let us know if you're coming or not that night, because then we'll send Patty the money before the event even starts, because she always ends up paying for the whole thing every time. Because we all get there and we forget about it, and then we all leave and we forget about it, and Patty's been paying $90 every month. Don't forget that's a write-off. So, so before we go to it, we're going to let's say there's 8 of us going, we'll each send her $10. Good? Is that a good deal?
What day is it again?
February 25th. It's Thursday night. What?
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday this time.
Do you guys always do it the last Thursday of the month?
No.
We always do it on a Thursday.
We never do it on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And we always do it on a Tuesday. No, it's never on a Thursday.
No?
Tuesday.
Oh.
Because we never do it on our call nights. We do it on the nights that I have on my other call.
That's right.
But it doesn't matter. So we'll see each other instead of being on a call. So hopefully at least 8 of us will go, so it'll only be $10 each, but we got to send the money to Patty beforehand, like for real, because every time she gets stuck paying it, and that sucks. So if you're advertising...
Is anybody afraid of spending the $10 that's going to stop them from going, honestly?
I just make sure I'm...
What? No, we just forget about it.
I'm just asking.
So I forget about it even. Patty reminds me I owe her $1 trillion. So, so we're going to make sure we do that before the event. So, yes, plan for that. We're going to do a 21-day fix workout since it's on sale this month. So anybody that you have that's interested in the 21-day fix and maybe isn't ready to buy it yet, have them come try it out, and then you'll still have a couple days for them to buy a challenge pack, because they'll do a workout and they will have Shakeology samples there. Okay? So mark that down on your calendar. Definitely a great way to grow your business and invite your challengers to come, because, it just keeps them going. It keeps them in the groove of everything, and which means that...
And I have found that they like, your current people like coming because they like to know you.
Yeah.
And see
That's a great idea.
Something bigger than a little box on Facebook. So it's a great way to connect with them and say to them, hey, bring a friend.
Yeah.
And people will talk about it after they did it. And you take a group picture, and then that goes, and then, their people see it.
Yeah, so when we're done, I always say is the most important thing is to take the group picture at the end, because we'll tag you in it, and then people are going to be like, oh, Mary,
who are those people you're hanging out with?
Mary, what were you at? And you're like, oh, it was Fit Club. It was so awesome. I was doing the 21-day fix. Oh, what's that? And then it gets people talking. So even if you don't have people coming, you should still come just for the picture alone.
Yeah.
And you'll have a good time.
Thank you. Okay.
I brought some
Yes?
to work today.
What?
I said I brought some samples to work today for, some of my coworkers to try. And then a couple of them one was like, oh, it tastes better than my colonoscopy prep. And I'm like...
Okay.
I almost killed a coworker with pomegranate today.
Next thing that we want to talk about is the shred. We're going to do a 5-day shred. So everyone is invited to put people into that group. I will create a group tomorrow that once you get people, you can start adding them, just like if you did the shake, taste of cake last month. It's going to be just like that, but with a 5-day shred. So what is the 5-day shred? That is, we give them an exact meal plan. I'm sorry, an exact shopping list, so they know they can go to the grocery store and buy exactly what's on the list. And then the meal plan is exact. So it says what to eat for breakfast, what to have for snack, what to have for lunch. So it's pretty much guaranteed that they're going to lose weight. So Shakeology is included in the shred. So what you need to do is buy a box of packets, and then you're going to sell the packets. So when I'm going to advertise for this, I'm going to say free, are anyone interested in a free 5-day basically clean eating group? I'm going to give you the exact meal plan, the exact shopping list. There's no thinking in this. You'll know exactly what to do. All you need to do is buy 5 packets of Shakeology from me for $25. I can get them over to you, and that's it. Then you're in.
Do you have the meal plan already developed in the shopping list?
Done. Everything is done.
Okay.
So
Is that
we
from
will.
a member, or is that from Beachbody?
That's from Beachbody.
No, we did it.
Well, it was Beachbody, and then we tweaked it to make it not so
Okay.
expensive.
Yeah, I was just curious.
So,
When is that?
What?
Does
When
the meal
is
plan
that?
that you guys have, does it allow for 5 shakes, or is it just 3 days of shakes?
Yes, it's 5 shakes. We allow for 5 shakes.
Okay.
So that's why we're going to, yes. So you want to sell. So basically, if you buy a thing of packets, I mean, you get 24 packets. So you can really sell it to 4 people. If you have an extra packet, sell it to 5. So make your target, make your goal to get at least 4 people in the group. Okay? Find 4 people to be in this with us. And then you'll make your money back on the packets. Because we sell 5 of them for 5 of them for $25, you'll make back $100. All right, and you guys make sure, because tax season is coming up, it is tax time. Make sure that you're saving all these receipts if you do buy these extra things, because it's all write-offs. And once you start, everyone's going to be making a lot more money this year than you did last year, and you need write-offs. Trust me, you do. Okay, so save every single receipt. Like if you buy a pair of sneakers, if you buy anything, workout gear. You guys, even when sometimes Freddie and I just have sushi, I'll save the receipt, because you could, well, this is being recorded, I guess I shouldn't say this, but you can
It's a
save
business
like
meeting.
a business
It's a business
meeting,
meeting.
you know? So
I want to write off our water filters.
yeah, so you can write off a lot of stuff. So keep the receipts on these extra things that we buy each month when we do these challenges. Okay, so that is going to be February 22nd. Okay, so that means, hold on, let me just look at my calendar.
Next week, we got to start advertising it,
Yeah, you got to start advertising it now.
especially because of the winter break.
So we have 2 weeks, basically all next week you can advertise it, and then the following week you have to get them their Shakeology to get them ready. So if you want to be in this group, make sure you order a box of packets within the next couple days. So as people start saying they want to do it and they want to buy 5 packets from you, then you'll be able to get them to them right away. So they'll be ready for the 22nd. It's a really good thing. And you know what? We did this in the summer. I think the last time we did was sometime in the summer. And 2 nights ago, someone from my summer group bought a challenge pack for me. So, it's worth it. It may have taken a while for her to come around, but She was somebody that was a prospect for this time, and I kept in touch with her, and the other night, she messaged me and was like, I'm ready. So it's definitely worth putting in the effort to just get 4 people in this group. Okay, so that's going to be February 22nd, and tomorrow if you tell me, just let me know if you want me to add you to the group or not, pretty much. Okay?
When was Fit Club again?
What?
When was Fit Club again?
Fit Club is the
25th.
25th. Okay. So any questions about any of that so far?
No.
No? Good. Okay. Next is my personal development. So I am definitely have been a slacker on personal development. I'm not going to lie. I could use my 4 kids as an excuse, but I'm not going to. I definitely could have, there's definitely times that I could be reading or listening to things, and I don't, because I'd rather just sit in silence and not have to think sometimes, with my head always spinning. But I've really been trying to focus more on it since I came back from my trip in LA. And I do it because the people that are making $1 million are saying that it changed their lives. So I really have decided that if someone tells me that makes $1 million doing what I do, if they say that this helped them, then I'm going to do it too. And so instead of sitting in silence, or instead of, getting a quick nap before Noelle gets, home from daycare or whatever, I have been reading. And so I started reading The Slight Edge again because I stopped somewhere in the middle of it. And I just wanted to read a little bit to you because I always say read it, but nobody ever does. And so I thought maybe if I just read a couple paragraphs, you might get why I want you to read it. So I thought this would be a little different than a normal call. So does everybody have their listening ears on?
Yes.
Good. Okay. So,
Ma'am.
okay, good. So everyone has been asking me, they're telling me that they get frustrated. Why isn't it working? Why aren't they selling challenge packs? Why, they're struggling, right? So I'm just going to read this to you, okay? It's called They Seem Insignificant. So it says, the third reason most people live out their entire lives without ever grasping how the slight edge is working in their lives, it just seems like those little things don't really matter. So I skipped a day at the gym. What's a day? Hey, it's just a cheeseburger. What's the fuss? The difference between success and failure is not dramatic. In fact, the difference between success and failure is so subtle, so mundane, that most people miss it. They may not realize they have a philosophy, but they do. And it goes like this. What I do right now doesn't really matter. It's not hard to see how people come to this understanding of life. I don't blame them. It's completely understandable. It's just not the truth. The truth is what you do matters. What you do today matters. What you do every day matters. Successful people are those who understand that the little choices they make matter. And because of that, they choose to do things that seem to make no difference at all in the act of doing them. And they do them over and over and over until the compound effect kicks in. Those little things that will make you successful in life, that will secure your health, your happiness, your fulfillment, your dreams, are simple, subtle, mundane things that nobody will see, nobody will applaud, nobody will even notice. They are those things that at the time you do them often feel like they make absolutely no difference. Things that are ridiculously easy to do, but just as easy not to do. Things that don't seem to bring you any visible results at first. Things that seem so insignificant, they couldn't possibly matter, but they do. Things that when you look at them as single occurrences don't seem like they have any impact at all, yet when compounded over time, they add up to outrageous success. So does everybody get where I'm going with this?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you to post every single day and you're like, so I didn't post today. It matters. When I say to you, send out 5 invites, 5 private message invites every single day, and you're like, okay, I didn't get my invites out. It matters. When I say friend 5 people every day and you don't, it makes a difference. It matters. And so when you tell me, like, Lindsay, I'm getting so frustrated, I don't know what to do. And I say, well, did you do this? Do you do this every single day? Can you honestly tell me? You do it every single day? Because it's like this book says, it's just as easy to not do as it is to do. So you don't do it. You know, just like it's just as easy to not work out one day as it is to work out. You know what I mean? So you're just like, what's one time that I don't do it? And then the next day you're like, oh, well, what's 2 times? It matters. It makes a difference. And if you want this business to grow, you have to listen to what I say and you have to do what I'm telling you to do. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do to help you. And so it's just been getting frustrating to me because I tell you all these little tips, but then when I ask you, did you do it? Everyone's like, oh, no, I didn't do that. Or I don't see any posts, you know, from certain people in there telling me that they're frustrated. And I'm like, well, did you post 3 to 5 times a day? 2 about your family, 1 about at least 1 about being a product of the product? No. Okay, well, that's why. It matters. It really matters what you do. And there's these tiny little things that are so easy to do that can change your life big time. But it's not happening. And that's my spiel.
That's my coach.
Can I say something?
Yes, husband.
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting or taking too much of the time, but I have a problem right now blasting the internet with, you know, advertisements and invites. Beachbody coach, hey, look at me, blah, 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 because I feel like there's so much of that. So what I've been doing instead of that to still be doing what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm engaging in conversations with people from my past, people that I've recently met, commenting sincerely and responding, and more people are tending to view my things and see my things and comment on my things. Randoms are surfacing and friend requesting me because they're seeing me on their friends threads, you know. So it helps. You know, it's subtle, but it's still that same direction, you know. I can go on about what I'm learning, but I won't right now.
So
Go ahead,
do
Lynn.
you guys see how important personal development is? Like when I read this, I was like, da-ding! Like this is so what we do. This is so Beachbody right here. Like this is all about us growing our business. And I'm like, I could read more. I took another page that I could read you another thing that is so has to do with us and like the littlest things. And what's the name of it? Patience. Patience is a challenge for people who do not understand the slight edge. Often in the beginning, the success path can be uncomfortable and scary, especially if you're the only one around who's on it. And with only 1 out of 20 people ever achieving their goals, it's quite likely that you will be the only one around on the path, at least for a while. Sometimes the path of success is inconvenient and therefore is inconvenient and therefore not just easy not to do, but it actually easier, just easy not to do, but actually easier not to do it. For most people, it's easier to stay in bed. Getting on the path and staying on the path requires faith in the process, especially at the start. That makes you a pioneer, and then it goes into what a pioneer is. You know, I won't continue reading it, but do you all understand that you should buy this book? Who's read this book?
Not me. I got next.
Go
Who's
ahead.
read any of these books? Honestly.
I know Janine reads all the time. Who else reads?
I'm
I
halfway.
started it. I have to go back to it.
Okay, Melissa.
Who can handle
Did you say
audiobooks?
Janine reads all the time?
Yeah, Janine listens to books all the time on her
Freaking
commute.
geek, Janine.
I have a 3-hour commute and that I am like in love with Audible.
Same here.
I load everything up on Audible. And the compound effect, I didn't love the Slight Edge, but the compound effect by far was the most.
Who's talking right now?
Janine.
Hi, Janine. I can't see you.
Hi, Freddie.
Yeah,
So
so
they're
there's-
very parallel. Those two books are very parallel.
I think that we should maybe make a list of books to read. Janine, I know you've like listened to a ton of them. So maybe you could post a list and we could do like a running list in Team Transform. And let's just start checking them off. We could do a book club every month.
That's it. I was going to say that.
You guys want to get the Slight Edge and read the Slight Edge with me this month? If
There
you-
are two of them, right?
Slight
Two different
Edge is not available on Audible.
It's not available on
Slight
Audible.
Edge is not, but yeah.
Can I make a
Okay, girl, you're
suggestion?
gonna have to open up the book and read it.
Oh no, I have, but I wanted to give it to my challengers as a gift, and I
But
couldn't
they're-
do it as an Audible book.
You have to buy the CD.
Yeah, it's not available anywhere.
Okay. Yes, Freddie.
I'm telling you, GoPro is the
All right,
first.
but we're gonna start. Let's all start with the Slight Edge this month,
Okay.
and then we'll do GoPro next month.
And GoPro is on Audible.
GoPro is on YouTube for free, no app necessary, and I'm listening to it over again in certain sections because it's just so like simply put, like, you know, how to network and how to market through network where you never have to give a sales pitch. Never. You ask questions and then people ask you for your product. You know what I mean? They ask you and then they spread it, and you know, it's just like wildfire. It's like the basis of the business. That's the way I see it. But yeah, Slight Edge too.
So what we'll do is this month, like tonight, order it tonight from Amazon, the Slight Edge, and let's all read it. So next week, by next Thursday, if you read 10 pages a day, you're going to be done. I think it's like 300 pages. So you'll be done in a month. So we can read more than that, right? Because we've already started the month.
I'm going to restart it because I got halfway through and not remember.
That's what I did too. I got halfway through and I was like, you know what? Let me just restart. And I'm reading it again. I'm like, why did I stop reading this? So I think if we do it as a book club and we check in every week and maybe like write down your favorite passage, you know, mark it down and we can like kind of share like something that we got from it. Like when I was reading this, I was like, I could say it and like try to explain it, but I'm like, if I just read it, I felt like it would just make so much more sense. And if we share these things, I think it will really help. So is everybody down for that?
How many a day?
I'm reading this one too. It's really good.
What is that, Big Magic?
Called Big Magic.
Okay, let's make a list.
Can you put the authors too?
Yes, yes, the name of the book with the author. So The Slight Edge is by Jeff Olson, correct? I believe.
Yes.
So let's get that and read that for February. One of my goals on my for the year was to read one book a month. So why don't we just all do it together? I mean, it makes sense. We all want to grow this business. We all want to make a lot of money and help a lot of people. So this is part of it. It's a huge part of it. Not just growing your business, but growing yourself. And if you read these things, it really, truly, like, I'm like, I got to freaking just go and do it. And get it done. And that's what the Power Hour is all about, too. Like, the whole point of the Power Hour on Monday night was to show you, like, how you can get things done efficiently and show you that this is what you need to be doing every day consistently. So every Monday night, that's going to go, again, at 9 o'clock. So not only for yourselves, but get your coaches on it. Get your new people to do that, you know? So that way they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing every single day. And you will grow. You will grow. It will happen. You have to believe it. You have to do it. Yes?
Hi, it's Millie. Just a few things. In regards to what Freddie said about social media and things going viral, I'm trying to change my page here. I'm going to share a link with you guys, a Wikipedia on Eric Qualman. I don't know if you guys have ever seen his socialnomics. I attended a socialnomics webinar, and I think he has some really great ideas. And then in regards to the Power Hour and posting things on the page, so I'm trying to get stronger, and Patty knows this because she'll message me and she'll ask me, are you friending? Are you following up with people? Are you posting? And I recently posted, and I referenced the nickname that everybody has for me, which is Sunshine. So then everybody, when I went to work the next day, even people that didn't like that post or didn't say anything, they just walked by me and they're like, well, good morning, Sunshine, and so now I'm having people PM me, and I'm doing a lot more like personal follow-up, and so I'm kind of just waiting, and I just sold a challenge pack, by the way, while we were talking, and
Kim, we're getting a blanket.
huh?
We're getting a blanket pack.
I feel like I'm getting there, and anyway.
It's
Whatever.
great.
I'm really happy to have you guys. So thanks.
You guys, you're all doing great. Okay. And I'm so proud to have you all with me on my team, and it makes me so happy when you guys show up every Thursday night, because a huge thing to this business is to show up. Always show up. I mean, there's like these little tiny things that could just change everything for you. I don't know who was on the call last night, but I spoke about how, the tiniest thing could just make the biggest difference in your business. Like they were talking about athletes and how a runner just could change their stance or something, and it could just change everything and hit time. And it's the same thing. The teeniest tweak, the teeniest thing that you add into your day, add that extra post before you go to bed. Add it. Like, what is it that's stopping you? You made a recipe and you did this awesome video and you put it in your challenge group. Put it on social media so everyone can see it. Because then they're going to be like, this girl knows how to cook. I got to ask her for recipes. I'm going to follow her. If you're really good at, I don't know, like Irina, your plates that you make are gorgeous. Like, everything looks so freaking good.
Are those only in the group, or are those on?
Yeah, they're in the group.
Are they on Facebook?
I like and I share on my personal page too.
Yes. So, but I'm just using that as an example. You know what I mean? Like, you have that talent. Like, you make everything look so pretty. Get it out there. Like, I'm like, damn, I wish this girl was cooking for me every single day. I show your pictures to Freddie, and he tries.
I'm like on my way to the grocery store right now,
like, if you have something that you're really good at and you're posting it in your challenge group, don't be afraid to post it on your public page or on your like page.
Right.
Get it out there. Get it out there, and it'll go viral. And you'll see, like, people are going to start following you. And when you start liking these friends, 5 friends a day, right? So 5 extra people are going to see this video of you creating this awesome, healthy meal. Then when you go to message them, private message them, and ask them if they want to join your challenge group, they're not going to be like, who is this weirdo that's just messaging me? I don't even know who they are. They're going to be like, oh, that's that chick that makes those awesome plates look amazing. I always see her food. She's so awesome at it, Oh, that's the girl that always shows us how to, make crock pot recipes. She makes it seem so easy. Oh, that's the girl with 4 kids hanging on her when she's doing push-ups. Like things like that. Like, that's going to make them remember. And I don't necessarily mean posting ads of, you don't post every day, buy this from me. That's not what I want you to do. I just want you to show people every day that you are being a product of the product, that you are a product. That
you feel good.
Yeah,
that you're
show
enthusiastic
them your
and you're
life.
happy.
Make it what one of the coaches said was make it a reality show. Social media is your job. This is your job. Like before
Life's tough and you're kicking its
Freddie
ass.
got on board with all this and got on these calls and stuff, like he would be watching TV waiting for me to be done, and I'm scrolling through Instagram and double clicking and liking, and he's like, what are you doing? Come on. I'm like, I'm doing my job right now. Like this has to get done. They have to see my name. I have to post. It looks and seems so silly on the outside, but by them seeing my name over and over and over and over again, and seeing me with my kids and Freddie and this and that, and seeing the reality show of my life, they come to me and they want me to be their coach. And that's why. And when you do that and you're consistent and they see you, it's going to change. Everything will change.
Engage in conversations, even if we have nothing to post about that's going to be engaging. Ask somebody a question. You know, like ask a vague, like an open question. Like, anybody have a recommendation for whatever? I put up something about rest days, and next thing you know, I had 20 people liking it, 5 people commenting it, conversations going on, and then side conversations started because, I saw you, blah, 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 and it just, from nothing, having nothing to put out there and not wanting to advertise, I had, a lot of chatting going on, and now those people that were in that chat are liking pictures that Lindsay put up of me because they see my name. And we just engaged the other day, and it has nothing to do with Beachbody. It has to do with me being enthusiastic and kicking life's ass. And soon enough, they're going to want the formula,
Let me read you this really quick, because I just got this message as we're sitting here. So some random person, I don't know who she is, but apparently I friended her. She must have liked something of mine, because I only send out my whole spiel about the 21-day fix when someone likes something or comments. And this was her response. Thank you so much for reaching out, and this sounds so amazing. I actually just joined Weight Watchers, and I'm going to try that first. If it doesn't seem to be working, I will get back in touch with you for sure. Thank you so much. I would bet you money she'll be back.
Don't forget to tell her the shakes are only 3
No,
points.
hit her back up that it's 3 points.
That's what I'm saying. 3
Yeah.
The
points.
shakes are 3
Do
points.
the goal.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, this girl now, Renee, if she wants to do the 21-day fix, she's going to do it with me. She's not going to do it with you guys. She's going to do it with me, because I messaged her. I put out my post, and now she's following me. There's 400,000 coaches. You can't be timid and shy. You have to go for it, because if it's not you, it's going to be somebody else.
Ready to
Can
go.
I share something?
Yes, please.
So in the past, I've done some professional development just in terms of how Facebook works and the algorithms and stuff like that, and how you get in people's newsfeed.
That's one of my
Because you could post something and nobody really responds to it. And I have my personal page and I have my coach page, and I post different stuff on that kind of thing. I don't tend to share from one to the other, but I invite people to like my coach page when I friend them, and vice versa. If they like something on my coach page, I send them a friend invite, unless they're weird. But if I'm going to post something on my personal page that I want people to see and read, I figure out when I want to post it. I want to post it tomorrow at lunchtime. And I will post something within 24 hours before that will draw people's attention. A picture of my kids or something like that, because then that will gather a lot of likes. And then when I post my next thing, everybody who liked that is going to see that post. So I'm very strategic that way. Like Tuesday, I shared my progress pictures from Hammer and Chisel. Right
Amazing.
before that, I shared, I think it was a picture of my kids or something like that, so that I got a lot of traffic, or I shared like some kind of mom thing or something like that, feel good, and everybody liked it. So then I got a lot of traffic because of that on the next post. So you have to be pretty strategic about that.
Yeah.
And the algorithms change and stuff like that, but you need to think about how to get people to see what you're putting out there.
And you need to create meaningful posts, just like she said. Like, a lot of thought is put into that. You know, before I sit down and create my posts, I search. I do a search for things. I try to, make it meaningful to me, and that it's going to serve a purpose out there in Facebook land, and Instagram. And there is these strategies with Facebook where if you get a lot of traction on one thing, Facebook will keep posting it. It will come back up in your news feed consistently if you get a lot of traction on a post. And then when your next one comes up, people will start seeing that one. So it's a good strategy.
They kind of rank them based on the traffic you get. So
yeah.
Yeah, and alongside what Patty said, there are also some suggested times of the week to get the most traffic. And so they always say, Mondays are really not a good day to post, but Tuesday morning and Saturday mornings are a great time.
I find that Friday and Saturday nights at 9, 10 o'clock are, if you're posting in mom groups, if that's where you go, that Friday and Saturday nights at 10 o'clock, moms are sitting on the couch with a glass of wine, scrolling through Facebook. It's the truth.
Statistically,
it's like I wait to strike. And that's when I will post my picture. I'll get something all ready to go. I'll know exactly what I'm going to post, and I wait till that time. And that's when I get tons of moms commenting, send me info, liking my stuff, and that's how I start friending people and getting them in my on my page to start following me and seeing what I'm doing. So, but yes, you'll find there are certain times for whatever your niche is to hit, and it makes sense. If you post during lunchtime, people are scrolling through, but if you post at 10 o'clock, by the time you get by the time these people go on lunch, 12, 1 o'clock, your post is going to be buried. And so it's just wasting time. You don't want to waste your time. Wait to strike at the right time. Figure it out when your people are mostly on. You'll figure it out. You'll see it. And that's it. So are we all in for ordering the Slight Edge? It's only going to make us better.
Slightly edgier.
Maybe. So let's do that. Let's keep checking in with that. How about when everybody gets it in the mail, post in Transform and say got the book starting, so we all know that you started. Keep yourself accountable. Okay, I'll be waiting for that.
got the book.
Good job. Get started. And there are bookstores, you guys. You could go to bookstores too. There are such things. Just throwing that out there. And that's it. So I'm going to let you guys go because it's almost 10 o'clock. But I think this was a really good call. And let's just take all of the resources we have and all the things that are being given to you and said to you, and all, when I started this 2 years ago, no one gave me anything. Melissa was starting with me. We did it together. So I had to Google things. I couldn't ask for certain things. She didn't know. She didn't know. So all this stuff that I'm giving to you and throwing at you in these trainings and all that, I didn't have that. And so I'm taking everything that I've learned along the way that's taking me 2 years to get to here, to where I'm at, and I'm just giving it to you. So take it. use it every single day. You want your business to grow? You want to change your life? Do these simple things. It's going to change everything. Believe it, because it will. It has. It changed everything in my life. Everything.
And this is just the beginning.
And it's just the beginning. Just the beginning. This week I made the most money I've ever made in my entire life in 1 week.
And everybody should be studying what successful people in this business are doing now and what they did do. And if you search these people on the internet, YouTube, and even through Beachbody, they're giving you free testimonials. You're not under them. They're all hot old, blondes that have been in the game for 5 years, and they're just giving you the information.
I was thinking I might have to dye my hair if I want to go much further, because they're all blonde.
No,
we need some brunettes in there.
No, she's got to keep
Myron's
it.
not a blonde.
Who?
Anita Myron is not a blonde.
Okay.
No, she's not, but she's got a ton of information, and she's just willing to give it to you.
Amy Silverman, I would not call a blonde.
Okay.
So this is you name plugging to let us know you're doing your homework. Love it.
Good job. But
You all should be doing it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is go on YouTube, type in Beachbody Coach. You're going to get tons of information, okay? I'm starting to make a lot of videos, and I'm creating a YouTube channel. Follow my YouTube channel, not only for you to get this information, but so that way you can just give it to your coach.
Here you go.
So that way you don't have to explain it to them. You could just say, here you go, watch this video. Or you see a video that I make one of yourself, make the same video, and you make a YouTube channel.
Yeah, steal all her stuff.
Steal it.
Definitely. And
Steal
then you can see
everything.
who's looking at you. People love videos.
Steal everything that I do, because what I'm doing, I'm stealing from the people above me. It's working for them. It's working for me. There's no reason why it won't work for you. But you have to do it. The little things matter. And that's all. And with that, I wish you all a good night.
Good night.
All right, so everyone let us know about the, what's it called? If you want to be in
Shred.
Because I'm doing that tomorrow. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.